everything that used to matter lost all meaning. Friends, family, just everything.
I guess it started out pretty much just like everything else, really.
I have to do it. I'm in. There's no going back anymore.
Killing a part of yourself's not something that's easily done. Especially if you want the rest of you to stay alive at the same time.
I couldn't wake up without feeling it. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw it staring back at me.
You know, looking back, it's hard to fathom that I ever cared about any of that. School, corporate career, 9 to 5 nonsense, and worrying about what people thought of me. I mean, it's no way to live. Being who they want you to be, you know. Doing the things that they tell you are right without knowing for yourself. I mean, how are we expected to reach our full potential if we don't experience all of life's facets? And, you know, doing things that some people may think are wrong.
All my life, people are like, go here, do this, be this person, date this guy, when they treat me just like crap because I'm not one of them. I'm not your average cookie cutter girl, but I still love, I still cry, I still dream about a better tomorrow, you know? Just because I'm not an exact replica of what they want me to be. It's stupid.
I didn't have my head on straight. I wasn't really in my right mind when I was rolling. Something about the adrenaline getting in the bloodstream or something. I read about it in a psych journal at my dentist's office. Funny twist of irony that is. I was there to get my teeth fixed from the week before. Never thought I'd have an epiphany in a waiting room. But that article really got to me. It had testimonials from ex-users and research about it. I got home and I looked in the mirror and I didn't even recognize myself for all the cuts and bruises and the bags under my eyes. So I started going to meetings. We introduced ourselves and talked about our feelings and such. I know it sounds corny, but I found God, and He helps me. There's no doubt in my mind that I couldn't have done this without His help. My parents disowned me because of what I'd become, the things that I'd done. But I've been clean now for 3 months, and I'm just working on getting their trust back.
My wife and I were talking about it, and she said, let's try it. I've never really been into that sort of thing, and I told her it was stupid. But she finally talked me into it, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. The first time we did it was behind the Target on Riverdale. I mean, we went and, I don't know, I guess we just kept going. One time she invited her friend Jessie to go with us, and she couldn't take it. I don't know, I guess some people just aren't wired for it. I feel bad that she died the first time, but that's the risk, you know?
I think that was one of my greatest fears back then. Losing everything I cared about, and all over a stupid little thing. But at the same time, it's not a stupid little thing. It's a big thing that creates an undertone for your entire life. During my senior year in English class, we read Shakespeare's Hamlet. And there's a line in that play that just struck me to the core of my being. It was like finding a puzzle piece that just explained your life and running with it. The line was, above all else, my son, be true to thine own self. It made me think about everything that was going on, and I wanted to try out my new philosophy, but people around me didn't like it very much. And I was less careful about things, and pretty soon people found out. After a while, everybody knew, and I found myself unable to handle the repercussions. I took a bottle of Aleve, a bottle of Tylenol, and a bottle of Advil and just dumped them all together into a little Ziploc bag. Started eating them like candy. I took 48 before I passed out. I woke up the next day in the hospital, and I hated who I was, and I hated what they were making me be. I felt like I lived every day inside of a glass cage, looking out on the world, but never fully participating in it.
You know, Thomas More once wrote, I find that doctors and sages have differed in all climes and ages, and 2 and 50 scarce agree on what is pure morality. So, you see, there's no right and wrong. There's no great and all-powerful truth. Morality is only what you make it out to be. You know, your own subjective experiences. So don't sit there and judge me, make me out to be less than you, or assume that people like us have fallen when you yourself are no better.
My wife stopped after that, but I didn't. I kept going. I tried it at the park, even at work a couple times. That was awesome. But then Liz got kind of worried, and then she started getting on my case all the time. She said, think about Scotty and the baby on the way. She didn't get it. How could a family bring you this much joy? Nothing in my life, nothing makes me this happy. She couldn't take it, so she took Scotty and left.
I think they're trying to help me by guilting me into stopping. Well, they aren't. I won't be made to feel ashamed of my lifestyle. You should accept people for who they are, not try to make them who you are or who you think you are. My mom is that way, always pressuring me to be somebody and make something of myself. Well, fuck that. If she can't accept my lifestyle or what I do in my free time, then she can find a new daughter. It's fine with me.
The way it works is the roller gets in the cart and the pusher is blindfolded or sometimes drugged. And the roller has to tell the pusher where to go to avoid hitting the cars or getting hit. Sometimes you push them across a busy street or a freeway and try to dodge the cars. You can do it yourself, but you have to find a big hill and blindfold yourself and then go down. They call that drop-in.
I'm tired of hiding, and I'm tired of suffocating everything that I'm afraid of. But I have to keep up the facade. 'Cause deep down inside, I'm the one who can't accept it.
It really is such a rush. I stopped because it was taking control of my life. I still can't look at myself the same way anymore, knowing the places I've been, people I've killed. It isn't natural.